Hello and welcome to Illuminate Your Truth, a spiritual podcast for truth seekers and awakening souls. My name is Elena Isis, and I am so honored to be here this morning with you all today. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about a vision quest that I briefly mentioned in one of my posts recently, and it's really coming back to me right now. I think because it's that specific time of the year. I actually took a vision quest. So for me, my vision quest looks a little bit different than the average vision quest. For me, I really wanted to explore my inner world, and so I work a lot with the divine feminine. I work a lot with the womb, and in 2018, I really dived into my womb awakening journey. This was before I was married. This was before I had kids. And I was really diving into my divine feminine and healing. And I really connected with Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, and the little flower, Saint Thérèse of Lisieux. And these three guides for me really connected with me, okay? And I really felt called to make this journey and find a monastery that I could stay for a week and connect even deeper with these energies. And I found one. And so I went to a monastery in Erie, and I had a fabulous time. The monastery was the Benedictine Sisters of Erie, and I was able to stay in one of their rooms for 6 days alone. I had the most amazing journey, time, vision quest ever. And so this episode is just going to be me rehashing what all went down, because I've never told anybody what happened, not in detail. And so I really think it's time for me to speak about this, and I'm really excited to do so. So let's get started. So I went alone to this monastery. I was engaged at the time, and my husband now dropped me off, and we said our goodbyes, and I walked in, and I was instantly greeted by these really sweet women. They showed me to my room. Now on the bottom floor they had a bunch of rooms, and my room was number 9, which was very fitting because it was me leaving something and entering into a new era. So this was kind of like the last piece of what I had to let go. And so I went into my room, and it was very simple. Just a bed, a desk, a chair, a shower, no Wi-Fi, no TV, no nothing. Just silence, myself, and my thoughts. And that was really what I wanted. That was really what I was looking for at the time, was just some space and time to go inward and to really hash out what it is I needed to see, hear, feel, experience. And so I was able to do that at this wonderful place. I remember feeling extremely safe. And I believe at the time I was really battling with fear. And so for me to be in a space where I was alone and I didn't know anyone, and to feel safe was very, very awesome. Like, it felt really, really good. And so, I was there alone, and throughout this time, there was like a schedule for prayer, and they would do song and prayer together, and and the bell would ring every time it would be time for prayer. And I remember hearing the bell the first time and instantly having visions of being a nun. I know that in a past life I was a nun, and I could totally see myself being a nun. I always tell myself that, I always say, like, if I didn't have plans to get married and have children, I would have been a nun in this life. I think there's nothing more beautiful than dedicating your life to spirit, to God, to the Lord, to whatever you call, whatever is higher than, yourself and that great spirit. I think there's nothing more beautiful than that, and I love that. I strive for that daily, to connect to that energy. And so I know that I was a nun in a past life, because I would hear the bell ring and I would just feel it in my body, and I would just get ready and I would go up and pray. I would sit there and I would pray and pray. I would listen to what the sermon or whatever was being said, and then we would sing from these beautiful songs together. And I would just really enjoy that space, enjoy that very airy, higher energy kind of space. It was beautiful. I really enjoyed myself. I spent a lot of time in silence. I did a lot of journaling. I did a lot of meditating. I went within a lot. That was what I did there. I had a lot of dreams that were very powerful and that I was able to remember. Here, I was able to connect with my ancestors. Now, I really came into this after I fasted for a day. I did my first fast ever. It was so hard, but I did it. And I really feel like it helped me get to that really higher state of consciousness. So I was able to connect first with my ancestors, and it came up so crazy because I wasn't really working with them that much at the time, and I was visited by one of my ancestors, specifically from the slavery period, and she was a slave. She needed a lot of healing, and I was able to speak with her, and I journaled down everything that we had talked about and what she needed healing for. I had multiple ancestors come through and talk to me and really just tell me how much they needed me to help them. And I was on board, of course. But first I needed to connect with my culture, because it was something that was so beyond. It was something that I was not connected with, just because my physical family was not really in my life and still isn't in my life because of my ex-Jehovah's Witness ties and being disfellowshipped and losing my family and being shunned. I've lost that connection. And so it was really beautiful and nice to have that connection be rekindled. And even though it was with my dead relatives, my dead ancestors, they were showing up for me. And that was really, really helpful and powerful for me to experience. And so while I was able to connect with them, it changed my perspective on who I am, where I come from. And at the time I had a weave in, I had extensions, and I had extensions for years. I mean, I wore wigs and extensions since I was 16. And I could never really connected with my hair. I never really liked my hair. But after speaking with my ancestors, talking to them, really connecting with my culture, being from Africa, I was able to embrace my hair. And the minute I went home, I actually cut out my extensions, and it was a huge deal. And I enjoyed every moment of it. So that vision quest really connected me with my ancestors, but not only my ancestors, but back to myself and who I am and where I come from, why I am, how I am, and that it's okay to be myself. It's okay to be me. I'm a beautiful person, and my hair is different, but it is still beautiful. So I was able to connect with my ancestors. And then I had another really powerful event happen during this vision quest. I connected very strongly and deeply with Mother Mary. I learned that she actually follows my lineage and she walks with my family. I went on a journey to just speak with her and to, receive a healing. And through this journey, I remember walking through a waterfall and I saw Mary, and then I saw these kids with her, and I instantly knew, oh my goodness, Mary is bringing me my children. Not only bringing me them, but showing me them in detail, what they look like, who they are, what their names are. And I was able to experience my children. I am so grateful that I journaled all of this, so I have all of this written down, which is so cool, so beautiful, because I have both of my children, Isaac, which I actually heard his name there. That's Isaac, and Asha, my daughter. So my son Isaac, my daughter Asha, that's who I saw in this vision, and she brought them to me. And it was so amazing. I really enjoyed this. I believed it. It's all about belief and trust and faith. And for her to be bringing them to me and showing me them, like, hey, this is your future, okay? This is what you have in store. This is what you have to prepare for. This is why you're here. It was incredibly beautiful. And I was so blessed to even be able to experience that. And that was just, those two things were the top two of that vision quest, that they really changed my life. Being in that silence and that meditation really deepened my psychic abilities, deepened how I received messages from the spirit world, and how I chose to take action on what I was shown. I think that was very important, and that I was even able to take action. But the visions and the communications with my spirit guides and my ancestors and seeing my children for the first time was one of the most beautiful things I've ever experienced. And, I would say if you are able to take a vision quest, a vision quest doesn't have to incorporate any type of plant medicine. I am sure that helps. And I've done that before. I've done vision quests where there is plant medicine involved, and those are very beautiful as well. But if that is not something that you are interested in doing, you can just use silence and fasting and deep meditation, and just being alone is enough, in my opinion. Just all of those together are enough to have these really powerful, higher vibe experiences where you can really connect to something higher than yourself and what is truly within yourself. And it is so beautiful, and it is so potent, and it really does change your life. So like I said, if you feel called to take a journey, I say do it. I say, why not? I feel like you could learn a lot about yourself, and it'll help you figure out your path and your mission and why you're here. So anytime that is involved, I say do it. But I always think back to that journey, and I think, I can't wait till I can do that again. I don't know how it's going to look, because I am different now. I'm a different person, but I would love to visit a monastery again. I really would. I really love the life that nuns live. I think it's incredibly beautiful, that spiritual life, and I crave that energy. So hopefully one day I can do that soon, and, just really enjoy that for myself. Wow. Thank you guys so much for holding space for that. I'm really grateful And I am so happy that I was able, to share that journey with you all. It's very close to my heart. And, so just thank you. I'm so grateful for you tuning in, and I hope that I will be talking to you soon. Thank you for tuning in and listening to this episode. I am eternally grateful. I hope you all have a wonderful day. All right, bye for now.